Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Hello. Woo, it's been a minute. Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlattt Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. We have been on planes, trains, and automobiles. I keep saying this every time I do come on, in kind of a acknowledgement of where we've been since the beginning of the year. The fact that it's only March, January, February, March, my goodness, it feels as if it's further along within the year. It feels as if we've been all over the country, which I think we have in a way, from the East Coast to the South. And then obviously all the work that we're doing here on the East Coast, the West Coast to the South, and all the work that we're doing here on the East Coast. We've been busy sharing This Is It Network with our national audience in hopes of gaining more attention, in hopes of creating more relationships. And my friends, I know that it is working. I just got off a plane yesterday from Nashville, which was super fun, which is the Country Radio Summit, seminar was so great to see. So wonderful to meet so many people. Shout out to Nicole, shout out to Kelsey and Stephanie. I was on a great panel discussion about social media and what it means to be part of a social media landscape. Before that, I flew in from Palm Springs to Nashville before flying home. I was at the Alt Summit. And if you have never been to the Alt Summit, I mean, it was in Palm Springs, California. So much fun. More remarkable women than I can even count. It was wonderful to be on that stage as well. It was just really great to just connect and meet so many people and introduce them to This Is It Network. So that's what I've been doing. Running around on a plane, off a plane, on a plane, off a plane. And so the goal for me right now is to catch my breath. And that's what this morning message is about today, is our ability to not just be running for running's sake, not just be going for going's sake, to take a moment and catch our breath. We have a pretty intense group of cohorted interns that we have with This Is It Network this semester. I'm catching up with all of them today because we've ran through this semester, a lot of it me not necessarily being involved in an intricate way, not seeing how they were doing, not touching base with them, and made a point today to spend the majority of the day touching base with them, the majority of the day catching my breath and catching up. And so for all of you out there that feel like you're running, right? You went from the new year, new you philosophy to I've got to meet these goals and I've got to do these things and I've got to be able to make all this make sense. And you've just been running. Since the beginning of 2023, you have been sprinting to the other end. You have been sprinting to be able to get done what you need to get done. I need you to stop for a glass of water at the fountain. I need you to put your hands on your knees and take a breath. I need you to just get yourself and give yourself a minute to be able to say, okay, what am I doing? Am I moving in the right direction or am I just moving? And I think that we need to be able to figure out what that looks like. And we need to be able to determine, okay, am I going? Am I moving in the right direction or am I just moving? Am I taking that necessary steps to get me to where I want to be, or am I just on that hamster wheel? And I know that it's hard because you have obligations, you have things to do, you have things and people that need things from you. But if we do not take a breath, if we don't take a beat to be able to be like, I deserve more in this moment, I deserve more at this time, I am just getting along to get along and I need to get along to get ahead. I want us to be able to figure out what that feels like again, because I know that all of us start with a particular plan, but we lose the plan in the motion of life, right? Our goals and objectives go to the wayside because we got to eat or because we've got to figure out how to make both ends meet. And so what I want us to do is I want us to determine, are we moving forward or are we just moving? And so if you're just swaying back and forth, or if you're on that treadmill, like I've said many times before, right? You're working up a sweat on that treadmill. You are running, but you step off and you have not gone anywhere. So many of us feel that way. I worked so hard. Why haven't I reached my goals? I've worked so hard. Why haven't I gotten to where I need to be? And I have to tell you really quite honestly, I called my dear friend Ashley Owens on the way home from the airport yesterday, and I was feeling that. I was feeling, oh my, I just came off all of this excitement. Am I getting further along to where it is that I need to be, or am I moving just for the sake of moving? Am I moving forward, or am I just moving? And that's the conversation that I want us to take, but we got to take a breath in order for that to happen. We got to take a beat in order to be able to recognize that. We've got to sit in ourselves about ourselves in order to be able to make that happen. And so what if you are feeling as if you are in that hamster wheel, if you are feeling as if you are moving for the sake of moving and not moving forward, this morning message is for you. It's for us to take that breath to be like, okay, I know I'm moving. I know I'm doing, but am I doing what is necessary for me? Am I doing what serves me? Am I doing whatever is going to get me to where it is that I need to be? Or am I just going through the motions? And so for all of us that are doing our best to kind of do our best, take the breath today. It is a Friday. I am glad to be back on this morning message. I am glad to be talking to all of you. I am glad to be sharing not only my energy, but really where I'm at, honestly. And honestly, I was feeling that way. I was feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm doing all these great things. I'm on planes and trains and automobiles, but am I just moving or am I moving forward? And it's not enough just to move. It is intentional to move forward and build relationships that are intentional. And in order to do that, to recognize where you are, you must catch your breath, right? You must catch your breath. You must have that moment of rest. You must give yourself permission to do so before moving ahead and moving forward. So today's morning message is simply this: giving yourself the opportunity on this weekend and in this time for you to catch your breath, for you to take one step forward towards what it is that you need, but to ensure that you're moving, in fact, forward and not just moving. I'm going to do my best to move forward, not just moving for the sake of moving. And I encourage all of you to do the same. I'm Cheldin Barlattt Rumer, and this is it. I'm happy to be back, not only home, but being able to provide a morning message to all of you. My goal is to do this Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern in hopes of sharing a little bit of inspiration for the day and motivation each and every day. If you want more information on This Is It Network, please, please, please log on to thisisItTV.com. And follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. We are always there to be able to provide you with quality content, community, and connections. If you'd like to work with me personally, I'm always available to not only lend an ear, but our Scream Your Dream personal branding messaging. You can reach out to me based on all of the information found within the post. Do not hesitate. It's time for you to tell your story. It is important that you no longer whisper your wishes. It's time for all of us to scream our dreams. I will see you all next time for another morning message. Make sure you take a minute to catch your breath.